So you're walking across the street and suddenly a car speeds around the corner, almost running you over. So you run quickly to safety. This is commonly known as the fight or flight response. But have you ever wondered what happens to our body in reaction to stress? Well, the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, or the HPA axis, is a system that coordinates the endocrine and nervous system together to help prepare your body in those stressful times. This system involves three structures: the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland, and the adrenal gland, which sits on top of the kidneys. The hypothalamus is a portion of the brain in which is responsible for processes such as the regulation of metabolic activities and temperature, although it is more importantly known for its role in the HPA axis. So, when the car is racing towards you, the hypothalamus releases a hormone which is called corticotropin releasing hormone, or known as CRH. This hormone then signals the neighboring pituitary gland to release a hormone of its own called the adrenal corticotropin hormone, or ACTH, which is then released into the bloodstream. ACTH travels down the bloodstream and into the cortex of the adrenal gland, releasing glucocorticoids such as cortisol. Cortisol is extremely important for helping your body deal with stress, because while that car is driving towards you, cortisol is helping you by releasing glucose to give you energy to quickly run away from that car, suppressing metabolic processes of the immune system, as that is not really important right now, and increasing your blood pressure. So now you have run away from the car and you're safe thanks to the HPA axis. But now the cortisol levels are still rising, so what happens now? The receptors on the hypothalamus detects the rise in cortisol levels and stops the release of corticotropin releasing hormone, in which cuts the chain. So what happens if you are constantly chased by cars on the road? Or more realistically, what happens if you're constantly stressed by other day-to-day activities? Constant stress means that the HPA axis is constantly activated. This means that cortisol is released regularly. Higher levels of cortisol strengthen the neural connections in the fear center of the brain. It also deteriorates the very section of the brain that regulates stress. So not only do you get stressed easily, you also can't get rid of the stress as well. High cortisol levels also shrink brain size. The front of your brain decreases in size, which leads to poorer function such as planning and socializing. So, in situations of stress, the HPA axis is there to help you through it, but just be careful to not overstress it.